of that, they're facing up Royal, who lost to Spectral, who is already in the grand finals, awaiting their next opponent. So they've been battling out throughout the lower bracket. They beat SDK 13-4, so it was a very commanding win. And we
Taking you
saw
guys to
last
the
night
bracket.
they beat Able Esports. I mean, they destroyed them as well, 13-6. So two very commanding leads, but the only factor is it's a new day. So are these players still hot? Are they still warmed up? Are they still hyped up as much as they were yesterday? Or are they a little bit cooled down? I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see how both teams react, especially with this being the first match of today, continuing this tournament.
All right, they're starting
So
to fill in.
I mean, the map I think is going to be bind.
Yes,
From
sir.
what I know, I think Dreamland's going to start on the defensive side, so it's
Dreamland
good.
is
I
defense.
mean, it's
Confirmed.
good that we're not going to be seeing Ascent as of yet. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, Strive,
No,
but
no, no,
I
no.
mean, I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping. We see a lot more different maps today, but I mean, bind. What are your thoughts on bind so far?
Fine. You know, it's one of my favorites. I've talked about it day in and day out. Nothing beats the teleporters. Nothing beats, for me, the style of this map and what it brings to the table. You know, we played some other, we were making the conversation about, entries to specific sites. And the one thing that makes Bind, to, at least for me, very unique is you have, in my opinion, two very accessible entry sites or entry points to both sites, A and B, Shower Short and Hookah Long, respectively. So that's a different style than, if you play the, let's just pick the Ascents of the world, which require what I think is a bit more mid control. Ascent, yeah, you could say that mid is kind of split off. You have the pizza side and then you have the grass side of it. But at the same time, that's very easily, in my opinion, commanded. But same,
Will, what's the
tying it
map?
all together with the meta and who they end up picking. I'm sure we're going to see a smokes out on Bind. I haven't seen too much Bind without a smokes, and we have seen the typical Sentinel as well. Um, I think we're going to see the Killjoy Cipher probably come out endless and
Thank
um,
you.
a Brimstone Omen, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the teams pick here. And we saw that both these teams are more than capable of fragging out, but Endless, as well as I do, it's BO1 on the bottom bracket. It is do or die to the max here. Um, as we're, I think, getting ready to pop in, I want to do one quick thing, and massive shout out to Player Zone for hosting us and being one of our primary sponsors here, as well as
Waiting for
TLP,
one
who's
more on both sides.
supporting us on this first qualifier as well. Um, and shout out Endless. I had my control before I joined because we're busy, we work a long day. I grab my control. GLG10 is your code, guys, and you can also do a giveaway in the Discord channel. So get in the Discord !Discord. Join the giveaway channel, look at the giveaway channel, and react to the bot there, and you got a chance to win a large bag, which is dope. Quick and easy when you're on the go. And a day like today, where we're all working busy lives and trying to get and watch some games or play some games, it's a great thing to do. Endless, what are you feeling for buying on your side? What are you looking to see, and what are you most looking forward to all around?
I'm just looking forward to how these teams perform. Like you said, it is a do or die situation. So these teams can't afford to come out of the gates slow, right? They have to be on their game, they have to be warmed up, and all shots have to be firing on all cylinders essentially. And I know Royal yesterday came out with some like aggression and some ridiculous energy. I mean, I'm sure they used code GLG10 to get that energy up. And like you said, I mean, we've had that as well. So I'm hoping Dreamland had some, some of those funnel cakes or whatever they have to kind of raise up their sugar levels and just
Yeah,
get themselves hyped up. But if not, if you want to be healthy, Dreamland, get some code GLG10 for drink control. It's a much healthier. I mean, it's much healthier than Uber Eats, whatever you may eat, order in. And I mean, it's a meal replacement, right? And on top of that, it gives you that energy and gives you that opportunity to match that energy from Royal coming into this game. But aside from that, bind, like you said, it has a lot of teleports. The rotates are quick. You know, seeing how people delay the takes, I think that is what I'm very curious to see. The two choke maps on this, choke points on this map, I would say hookah and showers. Like getting control of one of those or both of those is just so crucial in the game. I mean, getting some shower control, making that presence, especially on that attacking side, it gives the defense a little bit of hesitation on the rotate, right? Can they still be lurking in there? Or same thing as hookah. It's a very small area for you to not really want to push into it, especially with the angles that you have to walk into if you were to push that. So I'm curious to see who's going to take advantage of that.
I'm looking forward to, and I mean, the one thing that really panned out yesterday when we saw the bind match that we had the pleasure of casting is the discipline and the holdback upon retake, right? We've seen retake being a focus point for all these teams, right? Understanding when it's okay to give up control. Obviously, the beauty of bind too on the defensive side is your rotate from B to A is not as painful as if you're playing something like Ascent, which I think has like a 20-second rotate time from the depths of B to the other site. You can maneuver your way, assuming you're in a pretty accessible position to the other side in about 15 seconds. So the diversity in that sense, it's troubling because you have quick rotates, but at the same time, you have the opportunity to use teleporters too. I didn't see too much teleporter use to me because you can hear like teleporter, you guys understand, you can hear it when it goes off. So you hear one, two, three, four, five teleports, and depending on the timer, you can kind of do some quick thoughts and say, okay, are they going to commit or not? But touching on choke points too, I'm a huge fan of U-Haul at A as well as a holding point. Depending on if you're getting aggressed and you're stuck in U-Haul and you don't have support, you're going to get absolutely demolished or blocked out. So understanding when to give that up and when the time is to aggress, and maybe even getting some early control in showers and pushing through short, all these things will kind of tie together. And we've seen no shortage of trading here. I mean, Trade Like Pros is a sponsor, but these guys know how to trade like pros. And I think when the teams are on, they're on, and they're going to be able to work together and hopefully string together some rounds in this BO1. We saw so many amazing plays as well. Jerk went off last game. Doobie, Beckham, we saw some hot plays as he was doing some major work. So names we saw, names we're looking forward to seeing fragging out here on this one. And unless I think we do this time and time again, and sometimes we're right, sometimes we're not. Predictions, what are you feeling on Bind knowing these two teams moving in?
I mean, Dreamland's their performance this entire time have been pretty impressive to say the least. I mean, they had KP who absolutely popped off multiple games in a row yesterday that we saw, and again, they only lost 13-11. So it was very close. I'd say momentum is kind of on their end, being the only one match they lost so far. I mean, yeah, Royal only lost one match as well, but they've had to fight their way through the lower bracket, which is a lot more difficult. And again, but Royal has been stomping the last two teams that they've played. So momentum wise, I think honestly, I take that back. I would say it's quite even. Dreamland coming off a very close loss, and it's a new day. I mean, they should be well rested and ready to go. Royal coming off back to back absolute washes for them, and demolishing two teams 13-6, 13-4. I think they should be on a pretty confident streak right now. But I would like to say I don't know. I don't want to vote between the two teams yet. I really don't know what to expect. I'm expecting maybe an overtime or at least a close game.
Yeah.
Um, I think everything is pointing towards that from all the information we've seen so far. But
Yes.
I know that we're just waiting for them to get in the server. I'm curious to see their comp though. But once they're in, we're gonna get to the agent selection screen so we can kind of see, what kind of smokes they use, especially with Brim now. You got the widen smokes, the radius, and everything like that. I mean, you're gonna be able to smoke a B site from U-Haul and vice versa. So that might be a huge factor for a Brimstone play. But then again, if you have, Omen being able to teleport, I mean, that's huge as well. But I believe we're going to join into that agent selection very shortly here just to see what are you expecting. So I'm like, what kind of agents are you expecting?
I'm a huge, like, for me, guys, like, there's a certain amount of having your controllers that are, or your sentinels rather, that are taking care of locking down these sites respectively. I've been a huge fan of the watching the duelist plays for me, right? The Jets and the Raises of the world for me are what really drive the difference as we're getting in here. We saw amazing plays by Triple Six and Rajante on the Cypher right now, who played a lot of Cypher. Triple Six, rightfully so, picking the Jet that we saw last game too here, Endless. And um, all things considered, I'm looking forward to really watching the duelists in this one pop off, because that, for me, we saw some incredible plays yesterday with the kills with the Omen smoke, the El Clutch satchel, which was just something else on its own. That one was a giggle, especially for the team here. We were just basking in that one after. But yeah, let's see what they pick out here, guys. KP gonna lock in the Sky out of the gate. So far, chilling. Attackers are taking their sweet time with 10 seconds left to slap the lock. Let's see what they go with here.
I think there's a glitch. I believe the attackers have all 5 people locked in, and Jerk doesn't seem to be there. So we might have to remake this lobby again, just to make sure. But
Yes.
I mean, yeah, seeing the people play a 666 again, picking into the jet. Everyone did. We're just getting notified. Everyone did pick a character, so we're gonna be able to jump into that game right now. But I'm super curious to see the actual comp that everyone has come up with. I saw 666 on Jet, but then he all of a sudden changed it to Phoenix. But I'm not sure if that's exactly what he locked in or he went back to Jet. But let's take a look here. Okay, yeah, I think he stayed with Jet. So typical combo that we've seen Dreamland run. I think it's the exact same setup that they've ran on Ascent. Only difference, I think KP was Sova, so now he's going to be a Sky. And I mean, Royal running a pretty generic setup again, coming out with that breach that we've only seen them come up with this entire tournament so far. So curious to see.
You and me both are very curious on this. I mean, for me, breach is a agent to watch out for. You know, when loaded up, and let's see if they continue the same method as last time, is stacking up the orbs on the breach ASAP, as a little bit of aggression onto B, potentially to pull a rotate. But looks like Dreamland holding strong at A. They're going to set up for a shower short split by the looks of it with a minute 25 left. Let's see how they run this down, as the gang is posted up heavily at A. They're chilling. Here comes the drone to end the smokes. Cage out as well, as they're going to engage here. Doobie won for himself. They're going to be on this site, chilling. Looking strong so far, Endless.
Yeah, they're looking to just wrap up site quick, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, bring it down to a 4v2 situation already with the bomb planted. Last 2 players of Dreamland on short, trying to retake this, and it's not looking good. Charisma able to take one out. Gets traded out by Jerk, but Blast able to finish up that round. I mean, that's a clean 3-0. Well, 3 people standing for Royal there, and that was a strong showing.
Very strong indeed. I think Dreamland, they got, I think, went a little bit, in my opinion, too swingy out of U-Haul. I would have much liked to see them kind of slow the pace down, let that spike tick down just a hair more before, you know, pushing in, maybe get their bearings together as a team. But change of pace here, as Raze is looking like setting up for a hookah clear on, I think it's the left side hookah, if I remember correctly, Endless. And they're going to potentially go for a quick split here. 3 people on A, and let's see if they can string together another round for themselves, the Royal Gang.
Like we were saying, getting that hookah control or maintaining the control, it's just a huge factor in this map, and it makes the opponents hesitate. So right now, right off the bat, Dreamland, again, playing up close in hookah just to make presence and ensure that Royal thinks twice before really attempting to take it. And especially with a lot of people force buying the second round. I mean, you see Jerk posted up close with a shotgun, and anyone that walks in that corridor is just going to get completely blasted here. So, you know, with the force buy being a potential, I like what Royal is doing. They're playing a little bit more passive. They're not getting too aggressive right off the bat. They're making sure they're not running into all these shotguns. And let's see if Jerk is going to be able to hold this.
Jerk with the valiant attempt there, trying to do some work here. Gets charisma, but gets absolutely swamped out. His numbers looking very strong for Royal. They're pressing heavy here onto the B site. Doobie packing one onto Ethos for himself, and it is all up to the lonesome 666, who's got his jet Nikes laced, going to A, hearing the teleporters come out, and he's there ready to be met with some resistance. Shotgun out. They're going to swing him here, Beckham, to clean up the mess on 666 and bring that round home for the Royal team.
You know what, Strive? Now that I actually looked at the complete comp for both teams, we're back to that Omen and Brimstone decision.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Omen on one side, Brim on the other. So far, it's looking pretty strong for a Brimstone, especially when it's paired with a Breach. I mean, having those flashes and smokes, along with the Rolling Thunder and concussions, it's just a lot of heavy armor. Essentially, like at least it feels like it.
I'm 110% with you. Without fail, I think Omen as an agent is very strong as Trick, doing some slippery maneuvering here. Gonna get some, hopefully, U-Haul control as Ethos getting swung. He's full. Ray Charles getting taken out by Charisma. And Royal pressing heavily. Gonna get this spike down onto site. It is down as they're getting Pate Can, but they make it away nicely. Good patience by Royal. Rolling Thunder, and it's out and about as they are pressing to hold back as Beckham taking one. Jerk and Rajant connecting one apiece. Looking strong here for Dreamland. They need this Endless.
That was a very interesting Rolling Thunder, and Jerk with that Sheriff just showing that he doesn't need a gun. That's a much needed round by Dreamlands there. Being able to break their economy somewhat, get some guns up, and be able to somewhat bonus for the next round. I feel like Royal's going to be able to buy here, and they are indeed, you know, full armor, full guns, but nonetheless, you got two of Dreamland's agents essentially able to save and use their bonus guns with a Judge and a Bulldog, so they're gonna have money going into the next round, but the rest of the team is on a full buy. So this is still a much needed round. They need to win this to really break Royal's economy, but if they do lose this, they're gonna be a little bit broke for the next round.
There's going to be a bit of a cascading effect, to say the least, as 666 going to quickly deny that, putting that operator to use one time on Charisma. But like you mentioned, it's going to be a sticky situation financially as 666 posted up, still aggressing. Going to take a shot and dash away real quick as they're aggressing. One more in his back pocket. Rajante runs away from that Brimstone ult as Jerk, no fear, into sight. Numbers in favor of Dreamland with 2 people left on Royal. This was the round they need, Endless, like you said, and hopefully they can bring it home.
They were able to really take advantage of that round, and now they have full showers control with bomb down. It's going to be a mission and a half for Royal to really get in there at all just to get the bomb back. And you can see Beckham here. He's stuck. 85 health, looking to somehow clutch out this 1v3. Try to walk back towards showers, but Jerk is already waiting for that. And he's going to peek into it. Spots him. And I think this round's all but over here.
That dart not working out too well in his favor as it bounced back off the wall with the double charge as Jerk swinging, going to take him out with that awesome glitch pop Vandal for that kill. A much needed round, like you said, Endless. I'm very happy they made that work, and now Finance is not looking too horrible here. They're going to be able to buy up on the Dreamland team as now it is tilted as Royal is in a bit of an economical pinch, to say the least.
Dreamlands really needs to be able to kind of use this round to their advantage, knowing that they're going to be on a light buy in order to purchase the next round. They need to play this range. I mean, you have Ragante still on that bonus gun on a Judge. So that is very good for their economy right now, but the rest of the team, they have guns, they have the range. They should be playing a little bit disciplined here. Catch them off guard, play that range, and just take them out as they're entering site.
Change of pace, Endless. There seems like they're going to group up here for a B take as the Lonesome Cypher is trying to make some shots connect here. KP going to deny Beckham real quick as he walks out, trying to grease his way into Octagon there. Numbers right now in favor of Royal. Ult going out from the sky. Patience is a virtue as Jerk connecting one. Blast connecting with the Sheriff. And it could be anyone's round here as Blast is just running away from that ultimate.
Yeah, Royal already gotten 2 of their people taken out. And now Jerk is on the mission to hunt. I mean, Blast with 5 HP. Doesn't have much to work with here, and he has bomb. However, Charisma still lurking around in showers, trying to make some noise, but Doobie is here to back Blast up, and they're going to try to regroup towards A and try to maybe even work up a short split. But what they don't know is Rajante is still here with the Judge, and with the health on Blast, it's almost safe to say that he would get him, but oh, almost caught sleeping. Rajante gets taken out by Doobie as well. Now they are trying to take site, but Ethos is still here, waiting to get on the scoreboard, and he does just that. Now 1 left. I don't think there's much room for him to go anywhere, and he gets pinched instantly, and that's a commanding 3-2 lead right now. Dreamland able to kind of turn it around despite losing the initial pistol round, but here we go. Royal's going to be able to buy again.
Royal is back in the game, hopefully. Let's see if they can equalize this. Ethos, very good patience on his behalf, sitting in the side, holding the paranoia until it was very much last minute as the spike was being put down. And unfortunately, they couldn't do too much when that came out. He got both people, and the collapse onto the collapse onto U-Haul was definitely the play, and it worked out in their favor. Guns are up. 666 gonna switch it up a bit here and try and get an aggressive peek onto Hookah here. Let's see if he can connect a shot. Chooses not to peek, and rightfully so. Trick gonna send his bot through and make some magic happen. A little grenade to match, and 666 gonna take out Trick as he swings. And again, commanding numbers for Dreamland Endless. Let's see if they can hold this 5-man lead up as they're gonna press what looks like a fake back towards A as Brimstone maneuvering to short.
That was a very good pick by 666, just holding that angle into Hookah, knowing that they were just gonna quick peek it. And now they're a man up on the defensive side. Whenever you're down a man on the attacker side, it just makes things a little bit more difficult each and every time. So, you know, the more they take out those opening picks and get trades, I mean, look at that. Just like that, Rajante is able to essentially dink Charisma down to 15 health and takes him out afterwards. And now it only leaves 3 of the Royal members on short, trying to make something happen. I mean, 2 people kind of lurking out into sight. One's on site already, one's on showers. Both actually make it out, but do they know? One's still on short with bomb. But Ethos able to take out the next, and 1 left. His teammates are on short, and blast. I mean, crazy shot on KP, but instantly gets traded by Ethos. So they're disciplined right now on Dreamland. They're playing passive, they're playing the retake, and they're working together on the hold. So it's looking really good so far.
Very strong, and I have to commend Omen's patience on working with his teammate. He definitely threw the paranoia out at the right time. His teammate swung for him, and that's, we've talked about it in previous casts, Endless. It's critical to be working with your teammates, right? You can't solo throw your own util and make the best of it. You can swing faster and work together as a team, and Ethos on Omen showing that that is indeed the case. Financials not looking too strong for Royal. They're on a bit of a broke buy here. Gonna chill and bonus on some light guns as Dreamland feeling really good about their finances.
They're looking to take up fast in A, and Ethos and I believe their Cypher are just chilling in showers right now, not being spotted. They're waiting for the retake, and that's a good amount of space and control to have. I mean, having showers on the retake, that's huge. That's just one giant area that you don't have to clear anymore. And that, with that being said, Jerk able to trade out Beckham right away. And now it brings it to a 5v4 retake situation. Trick stuck in U-Haul right now. KP's just going to fake defuse here. And they're going to try to make this retake happen with all the rockets coming in and out. Ooh, Trick able to get 2, but Ethos trades him out and leads it to a 3v1 situation. Charisma's on short. Unfortunately, not able to take him out. And they're going to be able to defuse this round.
Defused with 1.6 on the clock. Dreamland showing what it means to defend, as they did a great job there, porting off the Royal team. Strong showing for Dreamland, and alas, I think we are back to a buy situation, but look at the financial gap between Dreamland and Royal here. Dreamland is feeling super good about their finances. I think they're set for at least the next 2 to 3 rounds easily, whereas Royal's going to be hurting a little bit, Endless, if they lose these guns here.
Wow, this is a nice spot.
They definitely will be hurting if they lose this round, but if Royal were to lose this, I'm not sure if the loss bonus is in effect already. I mean, they've lost a good, I think, what, 4 or 5 rounds in a row now? So they're definitely going to need to start to string along some rounds. Bind is one of those maps where it's not crazily defense-sided, but if played correctly, you can make it that way. And if they are down 9-2 come halftime, it's going to be a hard clawback for them.
Very much so, as Royal numerical advantage was up until KP and Jerk say not so much. KP cleaning up a swift 3K in his back pocket. Another round for Dreamland. Endless, I'm getting this, sense of urgency, which I appreciate it, but at the same time, I kind of want the tempo to shift a little bit. I think there's too much pressure. I think they're trying to work a little bit too quickly, not open up the map as much on the attacker side. They got to do what Dreamland has been doing to them. Try and get 1 pick up and then, play the clock a little bit. Breathe, let the map breathe,
I definitely agree. And right now, Dreamland's just showing that resiliency. It's almost like they just want to get this match over with right away. And I mean, they're doing a really good job with that. You know, getting those opening necessary picks and just making it even more difficult for Royal to really execute into the site. And just like that, I mean, Jerk already close up long, gets spotted out, but doesn't take any damage to the shock dart. And look at this, Trick is just in sight, one Deegs, and now gets taken out. But what was that?
I think KP, who got taken out by Jerk, was just 20 shades of Ray Charles when that happened, because he was flying in the middle of the air for what honestly felt like forever, and Jerk and 666 respectively cleaning it up here. So I think you know, their Dreamland is just dominating Endless. I'm kind of speechless here. 2 rounds is definitely not a great way to end this. They need to keep on pressing. They got to definitely rally up and at least get 4, I think, to remain in this.
I think Dreamland was watching the stream last night and saw that Royal was taking some drink control, and I mean, Jerk coming into this match just absolutely shooting the lights out and just opening up the rounds in their favor, and Royal just hasn't had that response yet. We aren't seeing that energy that, you know, we saw yesterday. And right off the bat, 666 getting these necessary opening picks as well with that operator. Will he get the second? It almost seems like he would, but that shoulder peak, I mean, that's an operator's nightmare. So he's not going to be able to get that, but knows there's a couple aggressing showers, so they're going to start cheating closer towards A. But that's what Beckham's job is here. He's going to try to shoot some shock darts, try to delay, and hope for a fake rotate, expecting a B take, but he's doing the right job. I mean, the bombs towards A, they're trying to fake this, but Beckham definitely did a good job trying to cheat a rotate over, but I think they've taken a little bit too long here now that the rotates are coming back.
Yeah, unless it's going to be a tight situation here. Rolling Thunder coming out, 666 getting knocked up by that one, so he's out of the battle here as they press onto site, rightfully so. Trick taking that control of U-Haul. 1 and 2 for him as Jerk going to trade off Doobie, who sent that Rolling Thunder out. It is now up to the lonesome 666 on the Jet, who I think would want to keep that operator, but he's going to be in a pinch as Trick is going to swing him. They can't. Hello. He's going to eat that one real quick, and Royal, sorry, gonna pick up a round here. Let's see if they can rally and bring home the 4 or even the 5 rounds endless. That would be amazing for them.
Drive, you said they needed 4 rounds at least, and I mean, after saying that, they won that next round, so maybe that's the wake-up call they needed. Maybe they needed to hear the voice of Strive to be like, hey, we need 4 rounds. Okay, let's string it together. So Trick, I mean, being a Raze, on top of that, having that fragging ability and having abilities that can just get you free kills, it just must feel good, especially with that 4K starting off in the round. And 666 going to be spotted here by the Cypher Cam. Has no choice but to fall off, but here's Trick coming in with the showstopper. Doesn't connect with anything. Jerk able to take him out, but traded off right away by Charisma. Charisma opening up the round here with 2 opening kills, which leaves Dream with 2 players now. Ethos able to get the bomb planter down, but now it's still a 3v1 situation. It's going to be a tough ride.
Yeah, Dreamland's on the roller coaster with no strapping in sight. They are getting spanked here as getting 2 clean runs. Beckham spotting the gun tip here of Rajante, who's posted up in the corner. Charisma, rightfully so, also available. Gonna take out Rajante as well, bringing home another dub for Royal. A much needed 4th round endless. Royal heard me. They heard me through the grapevine, and I think they're stringing it together. So looking strong. 4 rounds in the back pockets of Royal. Dreamland is getting a workout. They're getting a run for their money as they're battling, but hey, 7 rounds on defense is respectable.
And Dreamlands came in. They were like, hey, we don't want to spend too much time on this match. We want to keep going. We want to get that extra spot for the qualifiers for the grand finale of $2,000. But Royal is sitting there saying, not if we have something to say about it. But 666, again, another opening pick with that operator. I mean, that is going to be killing Royal. Non-stop, just getting picked off early in the round. I mean, just bringing them down to 4 people again, trying to execute onto a site. it just makes it all the more difficult for them, especially for Royal trying to string along a couple more rounds in this half. I mean one more round at least. But it's not looking good in the start.
666 has been doing a fantastic job of getting opening picks. I've seen some diversity in his placement. You know, the past couple rounds, he's been very much centered towards A, which has been great as he's opening up picks at Shower. And we saw him push up in Hookah and open up or attempt to open up some picks from Hookah to mid area. So he's been dynamic, mixing it up, knowing very well that he's the only operator and showing presence everywhere. As Beckham gonna connect a quick no scope, and Jerk gonna answer back and take Beckham out for the trade. As Charisma swinging out, he spots one, but Ethos quick jiggle to take him out. And here is the Cypher ultimate to open up the map. Teleporters are out and 666. Nike's on. The gang is rotating as they're going to press on to B, it looks like.
I don't think they're going to be expecting the garden play by Jerk here. I mean, yep, didn't expect it. Jerk coming in with the showstopper to end the half. 8-4 lead by Dreamland. I mean, I would like to say the 2 rounds Royal kind of came back and strung along those 2 rounds. I thought, you know, they found their energy. Maybe they had some drink control. I don't know what it could be, but it definitely isn't drink control. Maybe he tried some other brand, but you know, you definitely want that drink control because it gives you that energy for a much longer period of time, not just the 2 rounds. But a commanding 8-4 lead by Dreamlands. Now they switch it up. They're going to be on the attacker's side, and Royal, I mean, if they're going to be able to string along their defense and work together well, I think they can come back to this easily.
I'm on board with that, Endless. You're on point with the way you broke that down for us. Royal can definitely make shots connect here. I've seen, you know, Jerk, the critical thing with playing your agent in all, you know, sides, for getting the map inside, you know, is being confident in your agent and the util and the kit. And Jerk has definitely been showing that as they're full blind here. Getting contested at long. Breach gonna say, get out of here, not today, as they're in a position now with Sky healing. Trick to string one along for himself as they are hanging around the mid area towards B. We'll see if they continue to press on the Hookah. Guy gonna make a valiant attempt to clear out Hookah here, getting into sight. And they have some good information. They've pulled some strong rotates over, and they have done damage. Let's see if they continue to press that. But by the looks of it, Endless, what do you know? They're out of there.
That was a close attempt by Doobie and I think it was Charisma trying to get those opening picks at long, but it was just, or maybe not Charisma. But it was a very, very good attempt. However, the frenzy just did not connect. But Beckham able to get 3, gets traded out by Athos. Now it's a 2v1 situation. However, it's very close to a 1-on-2. Well, I mean, they were just posted up ready for that. I was gonna say Trick had low health. I mean, it could have been a 1v1 situation, but who would have expected Trick to be playing that close? But like I said, they needed that pistol round. It is an 8-5 now, so they can very well claw their way back as long as they play discipline, like I was saying.
Trick was very patient there, and I mean, I really wish Ethos cleared his left as he went in. He had, in my opinion, ample time and shouldn't have been too panicked. There was, you know, 25 plus seconds left as he was running in through Hookah. All in all, great job by Royal. I mean, they're stringing it, they're holding on tight, and obviously their financial situation is not looking too bad, and I'm hoping they can keep the defensive side strong. They very much need to do so.
They do indeed, and right off the bat, they're gonna set up in the default just to make noise around the maps. Looks like they're gonna maybe group towards B as they're sort of falling off of Showers and rotating closer to the B site now with Bomb. However, there is only 1 player right now in B, but seems to be rotating off.
Yeah, some funky stuff happening here as Dreamland's getting a waft that B is looking good somehow, and they're pressing through. Trick is ready. 50 HP. He's got to make something happen here on 666. Yes, he does with the frenzy. The rotates are coming up full to Doobie. Gonna absolutely slap his teammate Trick. That was not part of the plan. Heck to the no, as Jerk gonna say, what are you doing, man? You killed your own teammate. And he takes him out. Spike being put down by KP. And they are in a great position to hold, and gotta love the Sky heals, Endless.
haven't really seen a lot of people utilize the sky heals as well as they have so far, and I mean it's been working out. A lot of their teammates got tagged up pretty well, and I mean that sky heal comes into play. But Charisma says, "Who cares about a heal? I have 20 health. I'm gonna continue getting some frags." But Ethos is saying, "Nope, KP up," and they're able to clean up this round and bring that back. So that's a much needed round by Royal to kind of make it a little bit closer. But then again, it's that force buy that teams love to do second round that kind of throws everything into question. It always used to be, you win the pistol round, you know, you essentially can guarantee the next two, right? Or if not the next one for sure. But now with that force buy, it kind of makes everything, you know, tossed up in the air. And then again, rounds like that, Dreamland able to turn that around and bring it to a 9-5.
Dreamland is getting closer and closer to that situation where they have such a good lead. When you start to approach the double-digit rounds, you feel better. Your confidence level, I think, boosts a little bit, and it can also take a toll on Royal. But you know, unless we saw some, you know, great teamwork in our last games and rallies to bring back some dubs, and I don't doubt that here. This is higher tier gameplay, losers, winners bracket, whatever you want to call it. It's irrelevant. These teams are solid players all around the board, and they're gonna rally. And let's see, guys, as you know, pace is changing, definitely slowing down here for Dreamlands. As they're gonna walk their way back towards A, and some noise still being, you know, sent out from showers and short. But I think B is the play. They're gonna regroup and pinch.
B definitely seems to be on their, I guess, strategy here. They're all falling off A already. However, there's still 3 people already stacked on the B site with Rajante lurking here, but he just sneaks by the guy U-Haul and is now behind Charisma. I think if they delay this, he can make a huge play and make it happen. And right then and there, Rajante able to take out Charisma and is now heading back towards A, and the whole team has teleported there, but I don't think they know Trick is here. Now they do.
Fantastic choice of the paint can endless as it connects right behind the green boxes. Time ticking down, 6-second spike is going to be put down successfully, but they know very well where he's located. Beckham going to try and string together some shots here. The dart will reveal as Doobie coming out a swinging with the stinger and taking him out to bring home a round for Royal. 9-6 in favor of Dreamland so far, but Royal putting up a joust and a half here on Bind.
I'm liking this, Strive. I'm liking it. Just what we wanted to see. We wanted to see a very close match, and it's starting to unfold and seem that it might just be that. And I mean, look at Jerk, 19-8 on the 16th round. I mean, going into the 16th, already having 19 kills. He's showing his dominance, but his team really needs to start stepping it up and making it worthwhile. Nonetheless, Royal, I mean, Beckham, huge round last round, being able to take out 3 and basically open that round back up for them, despite being down earlier on. And now, I mean, Royal just has to play a little bit more disciplined.
Royal's got to work together as a team here on the defense side, and it goes back to the idea of knowing when to aggress and when not to aggress. But on the note of aggression, Dreamland's gonna aggress right onto B. Util out everywhere. 666, one for himself. Ethos to sweep one onto Trick, and Spike going down. Let's slow it down here. Says who? Hunter's Fury coming out from the spawn. Doobie one for himself. Numbers are more or less even. Now is the hold game.
Yeah, with the 4v3 situation, I mean, 666 up close with a shotgun, but it doesn't even matter. Ethos gets Beckham through the smoke. Charisma coming out, but gets paranoid instantly, and 666 again with that Bucky, just being able to play those close range angles, especially with people running through smokes. I mean, that's not something you want to run into.
Dreamland's working together as a squad, able to string that one together as we see a pause here. Jerk, it looks like Jerk's headset has packed it in. Unless we are sitting on a 10-6 situation here. I apologize. You guys are probably wondering what's going on. Let there be light, the beauty. Guys, you know, Dreamland is in a position right now where they have to continue to push. And I don't know how you feel about this. I think this is going to be tight, given how these rounds have been going back and forth. And for all we know, Royals maybe spelt some roses a little bit. They're going to wake up. What do you think is going to go down here?
They could have smelled some drink control.
Hey.
I mean, it could be the birthday cake flavor, the cookies and cream. I mean, there's so many different flavors to smell, and whatever it is they smell, it's woken them up. So they're getting a little bit closer. I don't want to say that the match is gonna be an overtime match just yet. I mean, Dreamland still winning that last round, coming in strong. 666 again. Those impact frags, despite only having 11 kills, has done a really good job opening up the rounds and even closing them. So Dreamland still looking extremely strong right now. Royal still has to claw their way back. It's not looking the best right now, but I have faith in them. But right now, keep in mind, Dreamland on the attacker's side, but they have 4 ults. And it looks like they're going to be capitalizing on this here.
Capitalize they are, and Ethos just doesn't get one hoot. He just goes right forward and TPs into the back there. Cypher gonna slap the reveal at his well-positioned team here, heavily posted up towards the short and shower area, and it is up to Royal to aggress back onto site. And this is what we talked about, Endless, with patience and knowing how to aggress and work a pick together with your team. Rajante 1 and 2. Doobie gonna, alas, take him out with the shorty as 666. Waking up and smell the roses. Knives and Jerk coming in big. Another round for Dreamland. 11 in their pockets.
This is where Royal will start to panic. I mean, being 1 round away from match point, they have no more room essentially to mess up. I mean, they really need to pick up the slack here. I feel like they're trying to play a little bit of hero ball. I mean, there's no teamwork on the retakes. It just seems like they're just trying to run in as soon as they can and trying to hold down the site. Meanwhile, half their team is thinking, okay, let's maybe just wait for the retake. So I think they really need to start communicating a little bit better towards each other, understand what they want to do, and just stick to the plan.
It's a great way to phrase it and really explain what we're looking to see. Endless. I'm hoping that Royal can kind of calm down a little bit here and work together as a team on the retake, but it just seems like Dreamland is just on a whole different Trick, what are you doing? He gets the paint can, 2 kills, 1 ult, and gets a second paint can. That would have been nuts if he connected 1 more in showers, but that is just some next level stuff as Rajante gonna counter the swing, but Blast is there to clean it up. Endless, that was some amazing moves by Raze.
That was crazy. I didn't know if it was the showstopper that got all 3, but then I looked, I'm like, nope, the paint cans did its job once again. And Trick, again, 3 free kills with that. All his utility, essentially. Really able to win that round over, and hopefully that's the momentum they needed. That big shutdown on that A site, just to kind of get in Dreamland's heads a little bit and be able to switch up on the momentum.
Yeah, and you know the concept of don't touch it if it ain't broke. Dreamland was doing that on A, and I think they finally said, okay, well, they've kind of fixed that site now. We're gonna go the other way to B as they try and make an attempt, but Trick quickly shutting him down. I think Trick's he's woke here. He's feeling himself. He's making an impact nonetheless and keeping up with the Dreamland's team as Jerk rightfully top fragging, and Trick is saying, yo, I'm Raze. I can keep up too. And that they are. Let's see if they can press on to B or what they choose to do. Doobie bringing the man advantage up yet again.
You know, Strive, I like the aggression that was shown by Trick there. Despite being 1 round away from that match point, they're not backing down, and instead they add aggression just to counter the confidence that Dreamland is having right now. And Beckham able to even it out as well. I mean, that was a good pick. It brings it down to a 4v2 situation. Rajante stuck in hookah. Trick is up close but doesn't notice. He doesn't spot him. Trick gets Ethos. Rajante is out in Octagon, trying to lurk into sight now. Here's a TP, and now they know. I mean, it's a 3v1 situation. Rajante kind of slippery here. Gonna try to plant, I believe, for CT.
10 seconds left.
Finances wouldn't be bad, but this is slippery. I think saving. No, 3 seconds left. Hughes hoping they rotate off or something. Spam's coming through. Can they connect it? Not so much, but hey, you know what? Unless spike down is okay. And all in all, Royal, one more in the books. Clawing, more than clawing. They are really pushing hard here to come back and doing a great job at it.
This is a good, I guess, string of rounds that Royal really needs. I mean, bring it back up to an 11-8. I don't want to say, you know, they should start celebrating yet. They are doing a good job getting into Dreamland's head. You know, with that random aggression by Trick and Blast and even Doobie. I mean, they've just gotten a lot of control early on. I mean, we've seen Dreamland, whenever they're taking A, for example, they get into U-Haul almost instantaneously. And, you know, getting that aggression long B or even showers, it's a good amount of info to be able to understand, okay, where do you think they're going? Is it a fake? Is it not a fake?
Yeah, as teleporters are last being used here, but Jerk is very well of what's coming as a paint can is coming towards his way. He's pinning a corner down to 30 HP. Clear out here as well with the connection. Trick lacing it together with his teammate Breach and able to bring that home. Great way to string some util together, Endless. I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I think their game plan is we need to get him down. I mean, he's been out fragging Doobie with a double, but he's been literally shooting out of his mind. So, you know, that raise battle is very much necessary, and Trick did everything he could to ensure that he did take him down, and it was much needed. Now it's an 11-9. You know, again, this is still a round that they can easily lose because Dreamlands have full guns. So if they win this round, they're going to be able to tie this up because they're not going to have a lot of money here.
Finance is tight, but hey, we believe in the power of the Sheriff, you know, if it's meant to be, of course, if the Sheriff gods want to align headshots for us. But 11-9, Dreamland is clawing. They're 2 rounds away. They're wafting victory, but Royal is saying, no way, and they're holding on by the string of their teeth. 9 rounds in their pocket here is, I think Dreamland's going to go back to the plan A, potentially, and go back to what was working about 2-3 rounds ago, and aggress onto A here. Ooh, 666. Going to eat a little bit of bullet there through the wall and reset pace a bit. As I think they're going to keep going on the A take here, Endless.
Wow, that lunge essentially spotted Doobie here, but the Rolling Thunder comes out in the defensive side. I don't think he was able to actually connect on anyone as they're all falling off and going towards the B site, it seems. Making a lot of noise. Charisma just getting that long control, and I like that. He's waiting for the retake. He's not going to try to hold the site take. He's just going to hold long, and it allows for that easier rotate. But it seems as if it was a fake. They're actually falling off and going towards A, but still, Royal with the man advantage, able to still have 3 people at that A site, or 2 people with 2 quick rotators. Doobie able to start it off, bring it down to a 5v3 situation. Now it's up to the post plant for Dreamlands, and it's going to be a very difficult one despite the numbers advantage on Royal.
Difficult indeed. Endless Trick gonna lace one together on Jerk. Rajante 1 blast with a 1-2 wombo. Gonna pick one up with the ult to sweep. Royal feeling good. Gonna pack in 10 rounds, 1 away from tying up on Dreamland. Pace shifting here. They've done a fantastic job holding off and not over rotating Endless. Like you said, they came back to that site and were met with 3 of the Royal teammates. Good choice all around.
You know what I'm thinking right now, Strive?
Tell me.
I'm thinking, what flavor did Royal try? Like, what's going on?
All of them, obviously. He makes every single one because the starter pack is amazing. If you have not gotten that, highly recommend the starter pack, guys. All sorts of drink control up in here. These guys are feeling so good. Let's see if they can continue the momentum. Beckham, strong post up here, Endless.
And you know what that 10 on their scoreboard is for? It's for code GLG10.
Oh my
on
God,
checkout.
here we go.
I mean, 10% off your purchase, why not? And Beckham able to start off the round with that pick, but 666 with the daggers, just getting up close and personal right when we thought, you know, full momentum shift, you have Dreamlands here who just whipped out that cinnamon toast crunch flavor and it's just absolutely slapping this round.
One enemy remaining.
666 went AWOL. If you guys have seen that clip that's been floating around of the Jet just running in and knifing everyone with the right clicks, that was it for him on the 2. Charisma making a valiant attempt to bring home the round. Gets traded out, but hey, Dreamland 12 to 10. One more to close it out. This is where Royal really needs to step it up and push. They've done a great job routing. You can see here on the scoreboard. They have had their moments, but at last they were met with some resistance by Dreamlands, who are 1 round away. I am rooting for them. This is a very strong showing by both teams, and Trick and Jerk respectively on the Rays. Definitely turning up here.
You know what, Strife? I think both teams deserve a round of applause. I mean, they've both performed really well here, but I'm expecting Royal to be able to win this round, and again, that's the aggression we were looking for. I was trying to think, you know, it's the last round. If they lose this, they go home, but will they still get aggressive, or will they start playing a lot more passive? And right then and then, Jerk able to even it out to a 4v4 situation. They are on B site, planting, but now all the rotates are coming from CT, so this could hurt Royal here.
Whip out your lawn chairs here, guys, as the whole brigade is showing up for a party from CT. 4 bodies up. Beckham going to try and open up the pathway here, carve a path with Hunter's Fury. I really enjoyed that teleporter combo there with the flash out by Breach. 666 going to deny Trick, who was trying to get into side. Blast. 1 for himself. Royal looking strong. 1 body up. They need this round endless. KP posted up. Can they hold him off here as Beckham is sticking? Ethos going to TP on top of the container. Looking strong, and they bring it home.
See, that I was so confused. I was like, oh my god, no one spotted that Omen TP, but I mean, Blast, 1000 IQ awareness there, able to understand that the teleport did happen. And that's what I was trying to get at. A lot of teams, you know, being, you know, pushed up against the wall on match point. Do they stick with that aggression, or do they play a little bit more scared and disciplined? And that's the aggression, I mean, we needed to see right off the bat. Trick, and I believe it was Doobie with him. They both hit teleporter, got that opening pick, and it was just so much needed.
Leaning on Doobie's flash there was the right decision coming out of teleporter. They were full Ray Charles coming out there, and easy pick to open it up, and obviously it panned out. Royal now 1 round away from tying this up and taking us into a crispy overtime here on a marvelous Tuesday night for GLG on Player Rocks Twitch. And pace is changing. I gotta calm myself. I'm getting a little bit too hyped up. They're not even doing anything, for God's sakes. They're just sitting on short. Hello?
Hey, they're playing it safe. They're looking. They're kind of having that little bit of a passive setup that I thought Royal would have more so of, and you know, despite even if Dreamlands were to lose this round, which they don't want to send this to overtime, but even if they do, they still have a chance to win it.
Jerk now in a position where he's got to make use of it. He cannot connect it whatsoever. His Trick is going to deny him with the judge, but they heard the rotate. 666 has his lawn chair and his mojito in hand, sitting in teleporter, going to pick that up for himself. And just like that, teleporter or not, they're swinging back towards A, and they're going to whip out the textbook Dreamland A take, or so we hope.
It looks like they're going to be ready for it, but 666 able to get Doobie, even though he was somewhat set up for that. Blast able to even it out, but gets a lot of damage dealt to them. It's a 3v3. I would really consider it a 3v2, considering Dreamland has full health here, and they're playing the post plant. KP, though, able to win that pick on short, and this makes it all the more difficult for Royal to come back on this one.
Royal in a bit of a pinch, especially with the low HP Brimstone. They're going to work their way onto over. KP going to connect the shot. Blast going to trade out. It's all up to the lonesome Blast. He makes an attempt to get it, but not so much as Dreamlands bringing it home 13-11.
Man,
Shout out to production for killing it on that one.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a curveball thrown at us, but you know, awesome. Man, Dreamlands, they played that last round to the exact way the textbook told them to play it. And
Yeah.
getting that opening pick, that was an interesting setup. Jerk satcheling into U-Haul with the showstopper, gets shotgunned down, but then having two people teleport, one stayed waiting. That couldn't have worked out better in their favor. I think that was a very crucial pick. Had Trick not gotten too greedy there, I think that would have been the best choice. But he was feeling good. I mean, I can't blame him for that one. Sometimes you get in that moment, you're getting the kills, you're feeling good, and you're just feeling aggressive, and that's the play you go for. But nonetheless, I think it was a huge showing for both teams. Like we mentioned, I mean, both teams coming off, great wins and a great stretch throughout this whole tournament. Again, sponsored by Trade Like Pros. I mean, they're playing like pros, right?
Yeah, play like pros indeed, all across the board. That was some high tier gameplay. Obviously, a close game for you guys on the one BO1 that we had here. But you know what? Now comes the best part, right? Now we're really going to be working our way into further up into the brackets. We're moving up here, Endless, and I think we're ready to slap a quick raid onto the main channel from here because we're going to be getting into some upper bracket shenanigans. We have, I think, one more BO1 here, Endless, and then we get into the BO3 Fandango. Where things are going to really heat up. Teams are going to have an opportunity to redeem themselves. We're going to wrap it up here, guys. Do not close this tab. You are not allowed to because we're going to migrate our ways over. All you beautiful faces are going to the main channel, and we're going to hang out there and cast some more matches for you guys. Slap the socials. Big ups from Endless and I. Take it easy, and we'll see you guys soon.
And I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather